to Atlanta Community Profiles, a show about living in Atlanta and purchasing a home here. Atlanta Community Profiles is hosted by Lou Whelan, who will talk to experts who know this ever-changing city and its real estate industry. We'll talk to mayors, community leaders, and residential real estate experts. Now, here's Lou Whelan with this week's Atlanta Community Profiles.
Hello there, I'm Lou Whelan. Welcome to our show. I publish the official relocation guides on Atlanta on behalf of the First Multiple Listing Service of Atlanta. We have the magazines for the metro area, one for Cobb County, that's published in conjunction with the Cobb Association of Realtors, one for Gwinnett County in conjunction with the Gwinnett Chamber of Commerce, one for North Fulton in cooperation with the North Fulton Chamber of Commerce, and one for Inside 285. And they're all available at real estate brokerage firms and chambers of commerce at no charge. So stop in and pick up a free copy. I'm also a realtor with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Georgia Properties. If I can help you with any of your real estate needs, my website is louwhelan.com, and I handle residential, commercial, and investment property. And basically, my website for the magazines, by the way, is atlantacommunityprofiles.com. And on that site, you'll find a lot of information about our great city. And every week, as you know, before I introduce my guest, let me just give you a quick overview on the real estate market. The prices in January are up, actually, 3% for detached and attached or flat. And the average price for attached is $234, and the average price for detached is $265 for the first month of this year. So we're looking for a good year in the real estate market this year. And last year, I think it was up about 6% in prices and volume, roughly, depending on how you looked at it. But anyway, every week, as you know, we interview community leaders, people who are contributing, making sacrifices and contributing to the well-being of their communities. And today, we are very pleased to have such a guest on our show. Welcome back to our show, Tommy Allegood, mayor of the great city of Acworth. Great to have you back. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me to come back today.
Really great to have you on the show. And you have a phenomenal city up there that is growing by leaps and bounds. And in 2010, I think your population was 20,425. And now Wikipedia, and I know this is you. We talked about this before. Wikipedia has your population at 28,502. I just checked it this morning. So it must have been a birth last night, that 502. But anyway, you're 7.6 square miles, and you are known as the Lake City. And tell us about that and how'd you get that?
Well, that one's pretty easy, Lou. We are the only city in Georgia that actually within the city limits has two lakes. We have Lake Acworth and Lake Altoona, and within those borders of those two lakes, we manage 4 different beach parks. So it's really easy when you look at how much water we have in our community. We're known to be the Lake City.
Okay, yeah, you have really a kind of a vacation paradise out there, but people are hearing about it. It's not you're not doing a good job of keeping it secret. If you're trying to keep it secret, which I don't think you are, but everybody is hearing about it and is growing like crazy. And I was trying to figure out the real estate price situation there, and I pulled out a chart off our Berkshire Hathaway website today, and at lunch I was studying it, and the prices do fluctuate from quarter to quarter. And I guess that's because of it. Maybe is it because of people getting excited about the water and the lake and the lake time in the summer, because the prices seem to be higher in the second and third quarters, and in the winter they maybe go down a little bit.
Well, as you know, I've got a real estate background, and kind of looking back over the last since the Great Recession, one of the things that we've noticed is that within each quarter of the year, there's different demand. We have a different demand within our city. I think a lot of it has to do with when people are looking to relocate their families, getting children out of school, I think, and then the first of the year, I think we're always a little weak in the first quarter. And then as the year goes on, our demand picks up. So we do, and those trends have been pretty consistent for the last 5 or 6 years.
Well, I'm not going to try to compete with you in the real estate market. You and your wife owns Anchor Realty, correct?
Well, she's one of the partners. Melinda Howe is our broker and day-to-day operator for Anchor Realty, and then Carol is one of the partners and also an agent, a very active agent.
Okay, so my research shows that if you're trying to buy a house in Acworth, you have the best time is the next 2 weeks. So I'd rush out there right now. Call Tommy or call his wife, Carol,
or Melinda.
This really is the best time to. The rest of the year you have to wait till the fourth quarter if you don't do it now.
But what happens is early on with the amount of building in the community, the inventory is bought, and then we have 4 or 5 builders that actually kind of start over and build that inventory back up for closings that would come in September, October, and November.
Okay, so I'm sad to say he did graduate from the University of Georgia, but anyway, I'm just kidding around. Georgia's a great school. I love Georgia. But I went to Maryland, so we're not in that. We don't compete with you guys too much. Now, you are the executive director of the Cobb Community Foundation. Tell us a little bit about that as well.
Actually, as of January 1st, I am now the development director for the Community Foundation. And the past director, our director today, is a lady named Sherry Martin. And so the Cobb Community Foundation does some really great work in Cobb County, supporting the nonprofit community as well as creating funds for donors who want to create a legacy, a long-term legacy that would be able to keep on giving long after that they are gone and be able to pass that legacy of giving to their next generation. And again, one of the great things we do through the Cobb Community Impact Grant is to support our nonprofit community. We do a really, really great job at meeting needs in the community and being very effective in helping people be philanthropic.
Okay, that's great. Well, the website is really well done. I studied the website last night and again this morning a little bit, and it really feels like a very warm and friendly environment.
It really is. It really is.
You can get that right off the website.
Yeah, it
easily.
really is. Well, when you look at the impact that we're having on folks in Cobb County through the Cobb Community Impact Grant last year, we selected and awarded about 32 different grants to nonprofits that in turn touched over 100,000 people through impact. So when you see the impact that the Cobb Community Grant is making along with our partners at Cobb County, you realize that you're in a really special place, a really special environment that really meets needs and does some really special things for our community.
Okay, you were recently named to the Main Street America program. Tell us a little bit about the significance of that.
Well, our city has been part of the Georgia Main Street program for about 20 years, and we have just been renamed as part of that organization to be a special Georgia Main Street city. We're really proud of that designation. So it's a designation that after a period of time you have to be recertified. So you're probably just seeing where we have just been recertified.
Oh, okay.
That's still a great thing. We're glad to be recertified.
Okay. So yeah, I saw that on your website, a Main Street America program, and does that tell us? I'm not sure exactly what that means.
Well, the Main Street program allows us to be in a special place with special recognition as a Georgia Main Street city. One of the things that you might have seen was also where we were named to be the All-America City, which is a little different from the Georgia Main Street
City. Okay,
City.
that's what I was thinking.
And I think probably the All-America City designation in 2010, where we were chosen to be the All-America City because of some certain types of programs that we had dedicated and implemented in our city. So that All-America City designation allows us a certain designation. You think about all the cities there are in the United States, and in a particular year, if you're chosen to be that All-America city, it really gives you a special designation, a very loving, caring city, a city that makes sure that it's meeting its needs for the citizens in the city.
It looks like Mayberry, when you're on the website there, the Main Street, and, it's very walkable and extremely...
Well, really, that's part of our culture. When you think about having a culture, we're safe and friendly, that city, just like Mayberry. So we like being known as that friendly city, just like Mayberry.
The second safest city in Georgia.
That's correct.
So stay
for 5
tuned.
years.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.